try and get as close to the north line as I can. Just cut a little bit of a rotten tree out of the way. And this was also mowed a couple of years ago. And it opens up at the north line. All right, let me pause this and get another tree out of the way. Okay, there's okay, this is our back line. Well, like I said last video, the Forest Service was out here with that fire break. Now that's our south line. I kind of driving across it. Now there's a small slough down there, and it needs a culvert pipe and some sand to be able to drive over it, and a bigger tree down. So I can get around to the corner, I believe, riding on the Forest Service fire break, but we shall see. In about a month, when the rainy season finishes and we get the drier fall air. But I had nothing to do and get a little head start on it. Okay, let me get some more tree out of the way. But the easy way in is also filled with water, so okay, this is essentially I think I might have said south once, but I meant back line. And here's where we come through our property and or we exit our property, so to speak, on the far side from the entrance. And we get on the Forest Service fire break that's on our back line right here. And this is continuing northward on the back line, and this is where that little drainage comes. There might have been, well, I mean, there clearly was a lot of rain out here. Unfortunately, that little bay tree fell in, so you can't see everything, but it really needs to be, well, you can see it coming out of you can see it over there, I think, coming out of the water on the other side. So I need a drainage pipe, and it probably needs to be scratched out to put it down a drainage pipe and then cover it with sand. So you can drive the entire perimeter of this parcel on the parcel on the inside of our line. Where the water really starts right there, there's a puddle, and then there's a little hump where you lose your last foot or two of elevation, and so that's a good marker. That's a good reference point to what flooding is, and which does this all along the St. Johns River watershed. The other note that I've made before is, you see the first part of that dock is the elevation that we built it at. A storm lifted the outer section. So the outer section, I think, now is a good reference to the elevation for future dock building. Anyway, there it is. I mean, it would just be beautiful in here. After that forestry mulcher, we might do that, come out here, do a half acre and then keep it open. Let me see if I can demonstrate this again, the drop. I can see the change in the pitch right here. And so then it goes down its last 2 feet. Well, right on the driveway, it stays up a little bit over there, but easier to tell once the forestry mulcher runs through there. Okay, so I was looking through my old photos because I remembered there was a stake with a ribbon on it, survey I put up here, marking a pin on the line. And the machine, this is 10, 15 years ago, knocked it down. I remember that last thing leaving. And I come out here with a metal detector last week. I could find, well, wasn't a very good metal detector, but. So I looked at my old photos, and sure enough, there was a post over here somewhere. And I come out here, and without even beating the bushes, I look over here, and there it is. So now I've got my intermediate points on the north and south line. It just takes some of the head scratching out of it. You know, when the machine gets here, you kind of want to know what you're going to do. So that was a good trip, all in all, except for the hour I wasted trying to find my phone.